Hi, and welcome back to Synesthetic After Dark.
Synesthetic After Dark.
The only podcast where it's just me and my bag of jars. Jeremy Carbon, aka OnMind, has been making a lot of friends lately. Ephedra, Joyful Natives, Proxius, and now Oscillator, aka Minima, also known as Mario Michio Minawa. And I'm happy for them. Friends are important. They can make our lives richer and more meaningful. They can fill it with laughter and fun. You can trust them. And then they can backstab us and ruin our lives forever. Like they say, a good friendship is dynamic. So today just feels like the perfect day to take a minute to learn about friendship. First of all, you gotta have shared interests. Maybe you both agree that television programming has become soulless and empty. Maybe you both like putting on dresses and stilettos, then parading around your living room, dancing and singing to Peter, Bjorn and John. Ha! Maybe that's what you both like. Well, that's completely fine. Not a problem. Maybe you both hate the patriarchy. I don't know. The second thing a good friendship needs is trust. Are you really gonna tell people about the screams coming from the basement downstairs? Is my foot fetish safe with you? Cam, I trust you to keep my private messages regarding Israel and Palestine a secret. These are the important questions, people. Finally, a good friendship needs communication. You gotta be able to talk to each other openly and naked. Does it make you uncomfortable that I like to have team meetings about synthesizers while we share a bath together? And are you gonna be able to express yourself in a calm demeanor after a drunken hit and run? These are the ingredients, my friends. I don't make the rules. So let's jump into OnMind and Oscillator's latest piece of friendship and see if we can't have ourselves a good time. Okay, so when you respect someone, you gotta be honest with them. So let me be honest with you all right now. Dreamland feels a little bit overpowered with the kick drum. Maybe it just takes up too much space. White people, am I right? I find it hard to focus on the lower layers and really hear the mids of the track. Or maybe that isn't the problem. Maybe the mids needed to be louder. And if that happened, well, I'd probably just end up turning the whole track down a couple of decibels. It wouldn't be a problem. It's all about compromise. I like the track overall, and on different headphones I get different listening experiences. On a big pair of cans, the kick is far too loud. But on smaller little true wireless earbuds, everything feels a little bit more balanced, and I end up really enjoying the track. I would imagine on festival speakers it would sound fantastic. That crackling that sits behind each kick, the multi-dimensional acid flying across the dance floor. But who's got time for dance floors right now? Where are we? Belgium? Once that hullabaloo is all over and done with, another big in-your-face kick drum, bass line and melody gets thrown our way. And that reminds me, another tip to a good friendship is forgiving one another. Are you really gonna throw your friendship away because they fucked your dad? Are you really gonna end it all over a misunderstanding that resulted in you signing all of your financial assets into their name? Are you really? Back to the track. This time, the oscillations squirm between the other elements every chance they get. The melody is simple, but fun, and then gets ever so slightly evil, which is the right amount of evil. Just a little, or a lot, as long as you get some. I find the melody really cool in this one, and it's probably my favourite groove of all of the 4 grooves. The hints of the melody in the early parts of the track are neat, and all of the lower layers bubble and squelch their way to the surface in a flux of energy. The final act is chaotic bliss, and it is definitely the track with the rhythm that's most stuck in my head from the EP. The kick drum is a little bit more subdued than the earlier tracks in track 3, still with enough power to knock over your grandma. We'll call it relatively subdued. The acid gets to dance in symphony with the melody, which is a good move. Those are the sorts of decisions that get you to the 14th floor and on a first name basis with the head of marketing at SunTrust Bank in Tallahassee. The spirals and swirls are fun, and the atmospheric electro xylophone at the top of the track towards the end were delightful. However, in my humble opinion, with everything that's been said and done here today taken into consideration, there really is nothing that compares to the final track. Acid Solution is the solution. It's the final solution. Maybe we'll cut that bit. It really feels like these two hit their full stride on this track, which is great, because what a friendship really needs is a hit of that synergy. 2 + 2 = 5, as OnMind and Oscillator give us a piece of everything good, The broken beat especially made me want to jump around my living room like a crazy little 3-year-old. It goes for way longer than broken beat breaks usually do, and I like that about it. I thought it was good. It's followed by a directional change and extra madness as the acid gets all crazy and wild. This is a true collaboration. I, of course, have no idea in which order these tracks were created, but it feels like each song on the release is an increase in synergy between these two artists. Here's what I think. I think that you can learn a lot about relationships with On Mind and Oscillator. I think you can learn to enjoy each other's quirks and idiosyncrasies. You can learn to work together. Make some great fucking music together. And together, you can really tell all of the group of you don't like to go and themselves with their dumb their hair, their silly feet, and the fact that they won't shut up about fetish, and the on their goddamn heathen really makes me mad and pisses me off. Friendship. This has been another episode of Synesthetic After Dark.